time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Gore N More. I am not the host with the most, Mr. TJ Bowser. No. I, as you know, am that not so mean Fluffmaster Supreme, Mr. Big Johnny D. And allow me to introduce my illustrious co-host. You know him as the Dark Lord of Knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah. And from the deep, dirty South, you love him, you know him. The Spookmaster himself, Lord Scuba Steve Vasquez.
What's up, motherfuckers?
And from that Jersey Shore, not so close to the shore, to protect and serve from shitty remakes and sweaty congoers, Mr. Officer Robert Amone.
I offer the skulls of my enemies.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
your enemies are rather tiny.
Look at the size of me.
They're all children.
Let's say Bobby's a giant.
That's actual size.
Fair. Yeah, right.
Bobby is 12 feet tall.
That's a 6-foot man skull right there.
See, you know, that's exactly how it goes.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Welcome all you Gorehounds to Gore N More. Today is August 23rd, 2021, and we are going to talk Stay Alive from 2006. But before that, we're going to jump into it like we always do every week with a little slice of life. So I'm going to hand it over to Scuba Steve. How you been, buddy?
Well, man, I've been good. I've, just working on new concepts for my cosplays and trying to come up with some really cool shit. When we were at the con, I kept fucking saying, God damn it, somebody has to have a Loki crown I can buy. I wanted a goddamn Loki crown.
You were very adamant on that.
I wanted,
yes,
and I didn't give a shit that Loki was the new goddamn Deadpool at the con. I didn't give a shit because I love the fact that you can do anything now. Marvel just opened up the floodgates to be any version of whatever the hell you want. And for cosplayers, that is such a great thing. You know what I mean? So finally, I got it in.
Nice.
So I decided yesterday, I was sitting here in my chair and, contemplating things. And I'm like, what am I going to do different? What am I going to do that nobody else has done? So I'm sitting here wrecking my brain, trying to think of, a cool cosplay that I can come up with that I've never seen done in the comics and, a character that is essentially my own. So I decided to create a version of Loki that is also the Punisher. So instead of just being on Earth, he's like a galactic Punisher who, lost everything, had everybody taken from him by Thanos. So that's the cosplay I'm going to work on. And I created this really cool, like Punisher Loki crown mashup that I'm going to put on, the armor that I come up with. So that's all I've been doing, man, is just working on cosplays. And, I worked the bar this weekend, had a great time, stayed sober, which was shocking. But, I was trying to not partake in libations too much, only because of how things are going here, especially in Texas. I don't know how it is right now with COVID with you guys, but things are just fucking insane here right now. I had a really good buddy of mine pass away last week from COVID, and he was only 43 years old. So I'm just trying to, stay safe while I'm out there because, I still have to make my money, and as long as the second job's open, I still got to do that. So, that's really much it. That's all I did since last week. Just, worked on concepts and I did go to Spirit and pick up my new addition right here, my little Sam that I got.
Yeah, he's looking quite cute in the background there.
He is my new centerpiece. So that was it, man. Really happy. Spooky season is upon us, but it's, it's spooky season all year long here in my household. So what about you, Bobo? What have you been up to, man?
Well, I was on vacation, but then I ended up getting a throat infection, so I was home early from mine. basically just being quiet and nursing that. So I really haven't been working on any cosplays for the past like week and a half. So, but I'll get back on that, within this week and everything. So, but other than being sick, there wasn't much else really happening. So I was just sick as a dog. That was about it. So it wasn't COVID though, but I still got to work. So it doesn't matter anyway. So I was back at work today. I'm taking my antibiotics, and I'm also taking, my shots. This being one of them.
Yeah, there you go. Let me just say, I'm glad that you're feeling better and you're here, buddy.
I'm happy to be here, and I was on last week, but I wasn't on very long.
Well, you had family shit, dude. We understand.
Well, but
you had like 82 family members in your household, man. It was,
right. It was 83. Okay,
sorry, 83. I apologize.
So, but still,
forgot about
this right here will just kill anything in your system. So,
and can we just compliment Bobby's background now?
Yeah,
that he's in his
dude.
room.
Here, wait a minute. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Hold on. Do a little.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm trying to like I always do this with Steve's, but I'm just trying to see if I find anything new or something that I didn't see from the last time. God damn, Bobby.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I want to go see another man's room? Want to go be
not at all
room right now?
Not at all.
It's not weird at all.
I want to go see what he has that I don't.
Okay. Does anybody else get like a Tommy Jarvis? Does anybody else feel like that's bedroom from part 4?
Oh yes, definitely.
A little bit, yeah.
Tommy Jarvis, yes.
Little bit.
And yes, the machine shop will also be returning soon. Everything, just trying to get people to do that show. It's been, I don't know why, it's just been it's been not rough, but I'll get it. So the show's still there. Just trying to find the right core people, and then some people I haven't heard back from yet. So, but it's coming back. So hopefully, maybe this week. If not, I will have him on maybe the weekend or next week. The guest I'm trying to get.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
But that's about it with me. So yeah, back to health and back to the gym as well. Nothing changed much there.
Get it.
But everything is good. So Chad, give me your rundown, please.
Well, I wish I could say it was good news, but like I was last week, my grandmother was not in the best of health, and she did pass away Wednesday night. So that's
condolences, sir.
Had that happen. So I'm on bereavement leave Wednesday. So spare time that we have has been spent working on the renovation house. We've been hanging up drywall, which is not fun at all.
No,
probably, especially not in this humidity, dude. And I can only imagine. I mean, granted, it's state down, but yeah, it's not any different. I'm sure.
I used to do that shit when I was 19, 20. Horrible. Never do that again. Yeah,
right?
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. So we've been hanging drywall. We've got 4 more rooms to do in the downstairs, and that's it. That's it for drywall. Dude. Then we can paint. Do the flooring, get the appliances in, move the cabinets in. We'll do all the ceiling, all that other fun shit. So the aim is to be in by the end of October.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on that, sir. I understand how house improvements can
absolutely
literally be a pain in the dick, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So hope everything goes smoothly. My luck, I always open something up and there's 3 more things wrong that I never thought I had to fix. But
isn't that normal?
Yes, that's home ownership right there.
We shouldn't have that much of an issue because it was taken down to the stuff. This is practically going to be a brand new house.
Oh, nice.
The addition's brand new. The porch is new. Yeah, we stripped it down to just the controls. The plumbing, electrical, everything's all new.
No shit, dude. Nice.
Very nice.
That's the way to do it then, homie.
Yep, and we got some good deals on some of the stuff. We got the siding and everything. So we've been saving a good bit of money just doing what we're doing.
Dude, siding is just so.
Oh, we hired somebody to do that. We hired somebody.
Oh, did you?
To do that. There's
yeah, dude. Fuck that. I wouldn't do.
We don't have the time. Yeah.
Listen, man. If I didn't have nice aluminum siding, I only painted mine. If I had to put it up, yeah, it would have been hired too. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm reading the comments up here.
Yeah.
The guy that we hired out to do it is an old friend of ours, actually. Somebody I used to work with, somebody my mom used to work with. So I didn't even realize that's who it was when they was doing it. And then, okay, I know him.
Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's even better. You can help out somebody, or they can help you out.
Yep. Yeah, aside from that, nothing. It's just been, working on that. You know, like I said, buried my grandmother on Saturday. Then we went to a party for my wife's aunt the same day.
It's probably a little conflicting feeling, I would imagine.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling the party. I was just kind of sat there and just minding my own business.
It's
just wasn't feeling
it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yo, dude, once it's done, then you're done. If you got the after thing at the party, then you're just okay the rest of the day to somber and reflect.
And I feel that I do because not that it occurred on the same day, but when my son graduated, he graduated on the year anniversary or not the year anniversary, but the same day that my dad had passed away. So it was like my dad's 4-year anniversary, and I still take that very hard. You know what I mean? Because my dad was super young when he passed away, and so I get that, I wanted to be happy, but that day just always fucking just kills me. You know what I mean? And so I get the feeling, man. I can relate.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, thanks for the condolences, guys. I appreciate that. But on a happier note, Big Johnny D, what's new with you, buddy?
Oh my goodness. Well, just like Bob, fortunately for me, not as Bob. I got a little sick this week too. Kind of sucked because I was on a camping vacation with the family. It was pretty good. Got to hang out with family and friends. I will say, and I don't know if you guys ever do state park camping per se, but it's a mixed bag sometimes, because sometimes it could be really good and then sometimes it could be fucking terrible. Case in point, I had fucking redneck jamboree across the fucking road from me the whole goddamn time. Now, I will fully admit, I swear like a sailor with you boys when I'm with you boys every Monday, but I feel this is a little bit more adult-oriented show. We know that, and I'm with my homies, so sometimes I can slide. But I'm a fucking parent. A parent of a little child. Scoob's in a different realm than I am. But Chad and I were still with the young ones, so you got to kind of watch yourself a little bit, and you want other people to hopefully respect that as well.
Fuck that shit. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So the whole time, every other word in these people's vocabulary was fuck. And they weren't quiet either. They're loud. They're screaming at their children. There's way more people than on the fucking thing that there should be. And so I'm just sitting there. I'm chopping wood, dude. And then they start going across my sight. And then that's when I'm like, all right, not so mean I'm going to be fucking mean now. I don't give a shit, dude. Because fuck off. I'm here with my daughter. My wife's not with me. So I'm watching her. And now I got strangers going across my shit that I paid for. I'm like, nope. So by the third time, I put the dog right in the way. And they tried cutting across. And I just stopped and go, yo, listen, you didn't pay for this fucking site. Please stop crossing it. And if you'd like to try, my dog's right there. If he bites you, that's on your ass. He won't bite him, but they don't fucking know that. Yeah. So, how come? Yeah. So I kind of turned into a complete dick this weekend, but that was all right. I blamed it on the cold and them.
But you got to do that sometimes if you got to prove a point,
bro. And right. Cause it's like, yo, man, I got my kid, my buddy's little kid, who's even younger than my daughter. And I can just hear this shit like 30 feet away. And I'm like, just not feeling it.
Yeah.
But other than that, still got to hang out with some friends, still got some nice days on the beach. So, can't complain about that. Got home, unpacked, fucking did all the bullshit adulting yesterday, and then finally took the most awesome of naps in the afternoon, which was amazing. I think everybody here can appreciate a good nap.
Yes.
So,
I was ready to take one today, but I had to watch this movie.
Well, you got to do what you got to do for all of us, bud. We all take one for the team.
It's sometimes. A team sacrifice.
That's right.
Damn right it is.
Go Power Rangers. But
cosplay fronts, I did notice I had a little bit of damage to my Versus Jason jacket. I must have did it in it's all right, not bad. It was just the shoulder came unstitched, but luckily my ass is the one who stitched it in the first place. So I could fix that up right away. And yeah,
the stitching was a little loose at Steel City.
Yeah, it was I believe it's on the left shoulder, if I'm not mistaken, but it actually fully opened up. So the shoulder's exposed now. And I was like, well, do I darken the shoulder? I kind of like it. But I was like, nah, I better just tighten it back up. So
there you go.
Yeah, I'll probably be fixing that within the next few days. I'll probably put on Friday. I don't know about you guys, man, but every time, whatever cosplay I'm working on, I usually start with that movie from whatever it is.
Dude, I do the same
You do that
shit.
Too, huh?
I do the same. And then I just marathon into something else along the I'll start with Freddy versus Jason, but then I'll go backwards and I'll be like, all right, Jason X next. And then Jason goes to hell and blah, 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 blah.
I've done that.
Dude, I don't know how many times I watched Spider-Man 2 when I was making Doc Ock. It was, I should have fucking repeat, dude.
Speaking of Spider-Man, did any of you watch you didn't watch it?
I did not.
I did.
Okay, so I
watched it.
I started to watch it and I got maybe 20 seconds into it and I said, no, I can't. I have to wait. But I did read a lot of the shit that's in the trailer and holy fuck, I really hope it drops tonight because they were saying that it's supposed to drop tonight anywhere between 7 and 9. So we'll see if they drop it. And if not, it'll drop at midnight the way the Eternals trailer did. So I am excited to at least get the first glimpse. You know what I mean? Because it comes out, in December? And we're just barely getting our first glimpse of this fucking movie.
Wait, that's when it drops?
I will say
the extra date?
Yeah, and the trailer that's going around is raw and unfinished. The effects weren't really finished. And it's like a cell phone video of another cell phone video. So it's really, really shitty.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like super underground. I like it.
It's really awesome. It's like you're watching Forbidden. Like you're not supposed to watch it.
That's what I'm saying. It's dirty, dude. It's like old porn on cable. You're like, I think I see a titty, but I'm not sure.
You kind of feel like Nicolas Cage in 8mm.
Ooh.
When does Shang-Chi drop? Is that this weekend or next?
That's coming up
next weekend.
Okay.
That's my birthday, the 3rd. Yeah.
Apparently, the end scene, the final scene in that, after the credits, is just fucking mind blowing. From what everybody was saying, nobody's given any spoilers yet, but the people that I follow on TikTok that do the Marvel reviews have said that it's just fucking mind blowing. So we'll see what happens. And I really wasn't stoked for that film. But then once we got the longer trailer, I was like, yeah, I'm going to like that flick.
I'll fully be honest. I know nothing of Shang-Chi whatsoever. So I'm going to go totally new.
Same.
10 rings.
I know about
not from this aspect.
I know about as much about Shang-Chi as I do the Eternals, and I care more about Shang-Chi.
Same.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, just doesn't do anything for me.
The Eternals, I don't get. I don't know. Like, I've heard of them in the comics. Now, I've read some comics with them in it, but there's the whole. I don't know. Hopefully, they'll explain why they didn't help when Thanos came.
I think they said they were going to do that right off in the first episode or whatever.
Because they're supposed to protect Earth from deviants. Thanos has a deviant gene, so why wouldn't they help? Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe those Eternals didn't exist in that universe until the multiverse was created, thanks to Loki.
Well, no, because they talk about Thanos in the trailer. They says it's been like 5 years since Thanos happened or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is multiverse. Who knows? Who fucking knows?
Well, we will have. I feel like we just made a new Marvel podcast.
Yeah, buddy.
And speaking of which, before we hop on anything else, condolences about your friend, by the way, as well.
Yes, as well.
And
so, thank you.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Apologies.
I got it. Yeah, I didn't want to I wasn't trying to skip over that by any means. I just wanted
you're good, man. And he was a great guy. He's the one who actually taught me how to fight growing up in our neighborhood. You know what I mean? He was older than us and he was always kind of like a protector of us younger kids. He would always be the one standing up for us on the bus when the older kids were fucking picking on us. And he would come and play football with us. He's the one who taught us how to play basketball. Like he was a really good role model to have growing up as, because the neighborhood I grew up in, man, like we were all fuck ups. You know what I mean? It was rough, and so a lot of us, especially my cousin and I, like we grew up not idolizing him, but, looking up to him. And he did teach us a lot when we were teens. And instead of going the direction that everybody else in our neighborhood went, we went the opposite direction and didn't follow, suit with what everybody else was doing. So
good deal,
rest in peace, Steve. Gonna miss you, bud. But yep. With that being said,
I'd say rest in power, sir.
Yes,
let's
very much.
Hop into this fucking episode, gentlemen. So we are talking 2006's Stay Alive, directed by William Brent Bell, written by just Willia? Brett Bell.
That's Willia. That's what it looks like.
Oops,
okay.
William, sorry.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I was like, listen, man, there could be a writer out there with the whole Prince thing going on. Like, I have one name.
Sorry, it's supposed to be William Brent Bell.
William Brent Bell. Sorry,
I
William,
think.
if you ever hear this. And I'm going to go with yes. And Matthew Peterman.
Yeah, it's William Brent
Produced
Bell.
by MCG, Peter
McG.
Schleschel. McG. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's McG.
James Stern and Matthew Peterman, starring John Foster as Hutch, Samir Armstrong as Abigail, Frankie Muniz as Swink, what a terrible name, Sophia Bush as October, Jimmy Simpson as the most incredible person from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. No,
Yes.
Phineas. Wendell Pierce as Detective. I'm gonna fuck this up.
Thibodeau.
Is that it?
It's Thibodeau.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it. Rio Hackford as Detective King. Milo
Rocky's kid. Rocky's kid.
I was gonna say
Ventimiglia.
the dude from Heroes. That's all I know.
Ventimiglia.
As Loomis Crowley. Wow, I wonder where we got these names from. Adam
yeah,
Goldberg
on that one.
as Miller Banks. And Maria Kalinia as Countess Bathory.
It's Bathory. Get it right.
That's fine. That's why I have you gentlemen here. dude.
Uncultured
I told you I was gonna fuck this up.
Swine.
I told you I was gonna fuck
You
this up.
obviously don't listen to Somewhat Supernatural.
I do.
Yeah, exactly.
But I am behind. I didn't catch your last episode, the finale. Yeah, I'm still behind on that one for sure.
So I will admit.
Music by John Frizzell. Cinematography by Alejandro Martinez. Edited by Mark Stevens. Distributed by Buena Vista Pictures. Released March 24th, 2006. Runtime of 86 little people. Budget of 20 million. Grossed 27.1 million. Yeah, way to rake in that.
That is
7 million.
not good. That is not
Hey,
good.
a profit was made.
Yes.
Barely, but
That is not a profit made. A profit
say-
made. You got to make double your budget.
that's true.
Hey,
That's
they
true.
made 7.1. It's better than nothing.
Woof.
That's the way I
They
look.
better
probably
than
spent more
being
than
a
that on
negative.
catering. True.
Frankie
Very
Muniz,
true.
dude. That was Frankie Muniz in 2000.
Malcolm in the
Not Frankie
Middle,
Muniz.
baby.
It's all about Sophia Bush.
Malcolm in the middle.
Oh, hold on. Was it you that I had that conversation with about Sophia Bush, Johnny?
Not okay. I was gonna say, not
Maybe.
me.
I
You
could
have
have
to
swore we talked
recollect-
about her at in the hotel room, talking about her raspy voice and how it was like sexy as shit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I'm like, you have to recollect. But yes, we did. But Chadwick, lay
All
down
the
the beautiful.
beautiful bean footage.
Let's see it.
Play this new game, man. Yeah? Seriously, it was creepy. Hello?
Stay Alive? Never heard of it.
Yeah, this could be nice. Sweet Sebastian Bach, I want to play.
Miller, you signed in yet? I'm here.
All right, let's boot it up. The name of this game is Stay Alive. We don't know much else other than we're not supposed to have it.
Whoa. You guys feel that?
Hell yeah.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
Damn it, man, she got me. Some woman, man. Hey, somebody out there? Miller, who you talking to, man? You play the game too long. You know, you start seeing stuff. Hello? Miller died the same way he died in the game. This can't just be a coincidence.
I think you're right.
Serious, man? Listen to yourself.
Don't you get it? If you die in the game, you die for real.
Anybody out there? Hey.
The game's become a reality.
My God.
All right.
Woo!
So there we are, gentlemen. Got that nice short
I
trailer.
enjoyed. It's an enjoyable trailer.
All right. So I
Very
believe
enjoyable.
that this was a Mr. Amone pick, correct, Chad?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
So, Bobby, would you want to take that plot rundown, sir?
I would love to, since I loved this movie growing up. So, of course, it's got to be read by me. Loomis Crowley. I wonder where the name Crowley came from, although that was a year before. Anyway, is testing the underground.
Or Loomis. I was going to say Loomis. That's why they literally just used that the rest of the movie. Loomis.
I wonder where they all came from. Underground game Stay Alive with his friends Sarah and Rex. When the game is over, Loomis finds Rex and Sarah dead in their room, and he is pushed away by a pushed by a shadow from the staircase, breaking the banister and hanging the same way he died in the game. Loomis's sister Emma gives his game to his best friend Hutch. They and his friends Miller, Phineas, and his sister October, Swink, and Abigail play the game together. When Miller and Phineas die the same way they died in the game, the survivors disclose that the game is based on the real life of the evil Countess Elizabeth Bathory. She was buried alive in a tower of her real estate in someone help me with this. Garage plantation. That sounds right. With the police chasing them, and after the death of October, the survivors reach the house and try to find
Did we lose Bobby?
of the Countess to destroy her.
All right.
I'm right here. I grew up with this movie. But I loved the concept of a video game playing on reality. I don't know why it just fit. I love the mood of it. I loved everything. I enjoyed it, but I could totally see where people are like, okay, this didn't live up. Fine, but for me, I enjoyed it very much.
That's fair.
I mean, I wouldn't say I loved it, but I definitely it kept my interest. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like some of our other movies where I'm sitting there checking my phone every 10 minutes or whatever. I sat there, I paid attention. I mean, it's PG-13 horror, so of course you're not going to get blood and guts. You're not going to get titties popping out, but you got some atmosphere.
I can't believe I'm even saying this. Even though titties are always a great additive, you don't need them.
Right.
But I don't know.
Well,
continue, Chad.
With this story,
You want them.
but with this story, there should have been titty because
Dude, there was literally
real
a scene
life
perfectly for it right at the end, but they literally were just like, no, we're going to go right here.
the real life Elizabeth Bathory would bathe naked in virgin blood.
In virgin blood. Yep.
So they're right there. They're, what I mean? You're toning it down, which understandable.
And there is an extended cut of this film that's 15 minutes longer. It's gorier. There is titties. I can't say for sure in what scenes.
15 or 50.
So the scene where there's
15.
titties.
15, yes.
So the scene where there is actually titties is at the towards the end when the ghost of Bathory has Abigail hanging.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So she gets fucking butt ass naked. She gets butt ass naked, and you see her ass and you see her titties. Right as Hutch is going to drive that fucking nail into her forehead.
Okay, so just my take on this. Once again, not saying I dismiss the whole let's see some titties, but I feel to me a better scene. You could also throw them right in the beginning with the weird pig head sex scene, which would have been that would have been a more appropriate scene.
That scene is longer.
Porn. That's
yeah, true. But that scene, that sex scene was actually longer. And he asks, are you going to close the door or are you going to watch? And then he puts the mask back on and continues to fuck her.
Okay, that scene right there.
Yo, that's a good man right there.
Scene. Yeah, that was just a questionable scene, anyways. Because listen, dude, I'm your homies, and if for some reason we ever got to the point where we had to live with each other, I think I would at least give you the courtesy, and I would hope the other way around that you would never come in when I'm mid fucking stroke.
Right?
Just saying.
Well, no,
that's going to ruin stride right there, dude.
Well, now I just got one question. Wait. I got one question though about your mid stroke. Are you on a fucking pig mask? Because I mean, I would be.
Well,
just saying.
Okay, I mean, really, that's not up to me. I feel like that's up to your lady friend.
Look, I feel
Agreed.
like if you're wearing a pig mask while you're fucking your lady friend, your boundaries are non-existent anyways. So,
Well, first of all, I don't think any dude
Now, I just got
truly
another
has
thing on that
boundaries.
scene.
I just think they never got to tempt it yet. I think women do.
That's true. That's probably right. But if I walk in on one of you guys and you're fucking in a pig mask and your lady looks at me and says, "Shut the door, perv," I'm gonna be like, "You're calling me the perv? What is he wearing?
you're getting porked.
What
by
is he
a
fucking
pig.
wearing?"
Just out of curiosity, did any of the rest of you pick up that little bit of Jersey boy that came out with Bobby just then when he said
Yeah.
use guys?
Use guys.
I did.
Guys.
Fuck
That was
yeah.
fantastic.
Heather, I'm gonna have to disagree,
What can I
man. I
say?
think you put on a pretty lady mask, pretty woman mask, pretty lady. I can't-
Yeah, look, hey, it worked for Cameron.
It did work
Bro,
for Cameron like a
Cameron,
champ.
yeah.
Like
yes,
a
it did.
champ. And we still have yet to do that episode of Power Hour to
I
talk
know.
about
That is going
Yes,
to be
we
such
need-
a fantastic
I was
story.
the only one who never planned in for that, but I'm open on any weekday after 6. Like
I
we
was
ever
so
planned,
proud of
so.
him. I just want to say, Cameron, if you're watching this, I was so proud of you. I felt like a Papa Bear
Nah.
watching his little cub blossom.
Dude,
right?
It was
I did
great.
right?
It wasn't only that, but like
Wait, I must have missed something because I did
Robbie,
not see this.
you would have laughed your ass off, dude. For case in point, I don't even think Chad was there. No, Chad, I think you went home but like Scoobs was helping our man out. He got a text from this lady, and he's like, "Yo, bro, what
do I
you think I
respond?
should put?" So Scoobs is doing his magic, but Scoobs is already tucked in bed, and I'm part of this. But I'm like, I want to know what's going on, dude. So total sipping the tea, man. I hop right over right next to Scoob. I'm like, yo, let me see this bitch. And I'm not even lying. I'm straight up laying like this. And I'm like, So Scoob and I are sipping the tea while we're fucking helping our boy. And it was good times, man.
Okay.
Good fucking
all right. Okay.
I think it was definitely a laugh fest for sure.
Oh, I'm
I can't wait to
sure.
hang out with you, Bobby, because that'll just make it that much more fucking complete.
Oh, you'll be throwing tires off of high
We're gonna
rises.
need a third
and,
bed, dude.
We're going
And
to
you
need
might-
another room.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be having bitches all over. It's like, what are we doing? It's like, just don't touch them. You'll be fine.
All right, let's get back to this whole
Yeah.
throwing tires off of high
yeah.
rises because that sounds
Jesus
like fun in
Yes.
itself.
Let's get back to the episode first, and then we'll talk about that later.
That's fair.
So, anyway,
So we're still discussing here.
yes. So
All right. I feel like I'm probably going to be the one who's the
Bobby
most
says-
negative on it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
That's fine, but no, like Bobby, I like them. We're all gamers. We've all probably at one point sat and thought, what if life is a video game, or the game doesn't stop when you turn it off and it keeps playing, and the game's kind of playing you. This game, the only good way to survive is to literally.
Mm-hmm. There was a game, and it came out prior to this. I want to say it was like 03, and I definitely remember playing on GameCube. And I'm hoping one of you homies can remember it. But the game in itself did fuck with you.
Fatal Frame.
Like if you turn, was it Fatal Frame?
It was Fatal Frame. And they
Where like it
referenced
fucked with your saves and shit, or at least you thought it did.
No.
Then
I
that
don't know.
wasn't it. There was one. Oh my god, dude! I'm brain farting so bad. Maybe one of the Gore Hounds know. But anyways, you would sign in, dude, and sometimes it would literally tell you your save file is fucking damaged.
who's cutting out, by the way?
It might have been me, but I'm back in the green. Everybody's green, so yeah, hey. But no.
Oh, it's me. Hold on. Let me refresh, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll see you right back, buddy.
So the main inspiration for the game in this movie, because McGee did work for Epic Games. So
okay,
the main inspiration for the game itself in the movie was Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and Fatal Frame, which they did mention Fatal Frame in the movie. Now, I remember playing Fatal Frame. Yeah, and I remember playing Fatal Frame, and that game scared the living shit out of me.
Fatal was awesome, and that's why I don't think it was the one on GameCube that I'm remembering. But they actually mentioned a couple good horror games in this one, dude. Fatal Frame, Silent Hill 4, I believe, which was The Room, if I'm not mistaken. That's definitely
yes. No, I think you're right.
Yeah. I only played that once, but okay. I will say for the height of the 2006 game, like where GameStop was and all that shit and how big it was, I mean, I feel like they kind of hit on that, and they definitely were riding that wave. So I understood why this movie was made. And I remember watching it and really excited when it first came out. But there was just things about it, especially as a gamer, for me at least, and this is only my opinion, it just didn't. It hit with the same presence as like House of the Dead movie.
Oh no, not at all. I don't think so.
No.
That game.
I
Was,
say
that movie was
to me,
trash.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
This was not as bad.
Well,
This was not as bad.
I guess
But-
I had such high expectations for that film because I loved the video game.
See,
the
that's
video game
okay.
was
Same.
so great.
And you know what? I will also think, just throwing this out there, Resident Evil came out before that. And even though it wasn't anything like the games, it was still a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
yes.
I mean? Where
I will
House of
say,
the Dead
yeah.
was just, and I remember seeing that in theaters, dude. I fucking paid to go
Yeah.
see that piece of shit. I
Same.
was so pissed.
Same.
So pissed.
Same.
I don't think I saw that.
Like,
I didn't see House of Dead, but I played the game.
House of the Dead 2 movie was actually better than
The first one. Yeah. Which isn't
Because-
saying
okay.
much though.
No. But God, it's still like porn quality. But and not good porn quality either, by the way. We're not talking Brazzers here. No, it was, but okay. So, like, one thing I will give credit, like, this at least makes sense of why it's doing video game snippets because they're playing this specific game. Where, like, House of the Dead was just like, hey, we're going to throw in random shots of House of the Dead.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that
That
was
was
this
so.
zombie
That was
outfit.
horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
That was really throwing.
Whoever
Yep.
thought that,
It does. It does. Yeah.
it was pooped out.
But who directed that?
I don't.
He
You
was
Bowl.
already like a shitty. Yeah.
Was it you,
Yeah.
Bull?
Yeah, it was you.
Yes.
Bull.
Get out. What?
Yeah.
All right, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Listen, man.
exactly.
I'll always give him credit for Blood Rain, just because we got to see fucking Loken's titties.
Her titties.
But,
Yeah.
that was delicious, and I will always remember that scene until I die. But I digress. Going back to, like, I don't know, some of the video game stuff, like, I just didn't like, and maybe it's just me being too picky. Like, right when you open it up, the game's first person, but then it keeps showing it from the ghost point of view. So it, to me, it was kind of confusing. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Can he see it from that point of view? Or are we actually seeing from a totally different camera angle, but in the game in itself?
I think
So
the one
like, some
when
of
it
that was
quit.
confusing.
I'm thinking that when it kept switching perspectives from first person to third person, I think it was showing us the other gamers' perspective, what they were seeing. That was my take
Yeah.
on that.
So,
believe-
but was it the other? Yeah, but he was playing solo though. I'm saying like the very dude in the beginning.
Good point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
yeah.
because and that's when it shows you the most of the game because he's actually like and okay, it reminds me of like the newer Resident Evils, first person and stuff like that. But then it goes to this weird third person. So I'm like, yo, are we supposed to be seeing from the ghost point of view? But it's still in the video game world,
It could.
or does it?
It
go
could
to
also
fixed
be
camera,
like.
Resident Evil old school, like.
Well,
I
keep in
don't
mind,
know.
there's games have different perspectives. You can change your perspective, like in Fallout
No,
games too.
And I agree. I was confused by that just because it seemed very like I wish it was more just like the straight like okay he's playing first person and it's just that first person. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
dude, whatever.
I think that a lot of that was just to show too that the game was alive. You know what I mean? That there was something.
Something was
not
off about the
right.
game.
Yeah, something was off about the game. So the way that the camera angle switched and, the different views that we got were to signify that, okay, there's something alive per se in this game that, no other video game has had before.
fair. Yeah, I just
and remember, since this was an underground game in the movie,
Oh,
Cutting in.
cut right in there.
Snip fucking snip. Well, howdy doody there, folks. It is I, your DKB here.
why would it
for another
switch,
episode
Brody?
of Gore N More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about a little horror film
Jesus
called Stay Alive. Now, never heard of this film before. First time viewing. Come out on the other side. Not a fan. I will give you my reasons why I'm not a fan. But first of all, let me just say, yes, I do realise that this film was heavily cut and tampered with by producers from what could have been an R-rated film to a PG-13 film. I'm pretty sure it was Disney. Don't quote me on that. But I've read a lot of interviews and reviews about what was cut from this film, and I honestly believe if you had them back into this film for a director's cut, you couldn't save it. Maybe you could potentially save bits of the story that were cut from this film that made it jump from point A to point C. Left me scratching my head. I was a little bit confused. What else? But, the premise of the film that you find out towards the end. a ghost from centuries ago can somehow fucking all of a sudden possess video games. Sorry, somehow fucking program the game. Fucking ghost guy
That's awesome.
technology or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
Oh, I love this man.
Just rubbed me up the wrong way. It didn't work for me. This was tough. A tough fucking watch, honestly. I mean, the acting is very mediocre at best, B-grade acting from early 2000s. Kind of expected that, but I was willing to give it a shot. I mean, the CGI. This is meant to be a fucking video game horror film, and the CGI is fucking horseshit. I mean, you think they'd lash out a little bit for this fucking film and make it actually look like a fucking video game in a retrospect sort of element. I mean, it was really god awful.
Higher budget.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm at loss for words.
I see for 2006 video games still not being as great as we remember them to be.
It's giving me a fucking
I believe you're right.
Anyway, the cinematography, right? Cinematography, nothing to stand out about. Very basic filmmaking. The one thing I really fucking hated about the cinematography was the color grading and all that shit. I mean, it's very dark, it's very blue, it's very grey.
The darkening.
Is that meant to represent horror video games? Fucking God knows whatever. I don't fucking
Nope, that was the darkening.
I'm left scratching my head. I'm confused why the fucking they made the majority of these choices throughout the film. I'm working on it. At the end of the day, I'm not here to stir shit up. This is just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't care. It's just my view on it.
I'm taking it to heart, Brody. Fuck you.
Now, the score. Don't get upset with me with this score because it's probably my lowest score that I've ever given a film on this show. And that is a Gore N More score of a fucking 1 point.
What?
1.1?
1.3.
Oh.
So, anyway, this is DKB signing out.
Damn.
I'll catch you guys next week. Enjoy your evening. Hope you have a great night. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Ouch. Hey.
And we love you. Hello there.
Thanks, Brody. I love you, but
General
you suck.
Kenobi.
I hate you.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I kind of have to agree with Brody, though, man. Like I
don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm literally on the fence.
All right, listen,
I enjoyed it, but I'm not going to love it. I'm not going to.
I still find it enjoyable. It's because I grew up with it. That's why. All right. I'm not going to lie.
So you got nostalgia.
Not going to lie.
You got
but I still like it. I love the story. Listen, I thought everybody, well, for me, okay, maybe it's because I sometimes like a bad fucking movie. I will admit that.
Yo, man, I made you guys watch Splinter, and I forgot how bad that was. You know what I mean? It's all good.
So, I still like the acting of it. Okay, was it top notch? For God's sakes, no. Okay, but I still think everybody hit the mark.
Can I say how I feel this movie in one scene particular? Go. Yeah, it explains the whole movie. Hey guys, I'm stuck off the road. No, you're not, fucker. You're literally on the shoulder of the road. You're not even in the dirt of the fucking road. You're on the fucking road. How are you stuck? That is this whole fucking movie in one fucking just scene is just how stupid. Like it's just written terribly. I'm sorry. Like it's well, I laughed so hard at that scene.
I took that as now. This is just me, and I'm not trying to change anybody's mind.
No, you're fine, dude.
But I took it as the ghost fucking with him. That was the car wouldn't start. I assume the car wouldn't.
He didn't even try to start it though. He literally just got out, looked.
We didn't see that. He may have tried to start
he didn't.
the car.
He literally pulled over and he was like, he got right out, which nobody would ever fucking do.
Yeah, that was
only
pretty
because
dumb.
It's a horror movie. That's why you do it. Yeah. He didn't hit the tree, dude. If that was anybody else and you didn't hit the tree, you'd be like, whoo. And then I gotta change my pants. Let me put this shit in reverse. Yeah, and then fucking just go. Like. Oh man, I don't know.
Still love
it. Hey, McCoy gonna do what McCoy gonna do. All right,
dude, right? Don't you want him to have that unibrow in this whole fucking time, man? Or that eye patch? That's that.
Yes, fuck yeah. With the fucking drawn on eye.
Like, not to skip it. He still is my favorite either way, dude. Like he made it definitely enjoyable.
Never seen the show, man. So I'm completely lost.
That's fine. No, that's fine, dude. It took me a long time to get into, honestly enough, and I don't know why. The first season's a little rough because it doesn't have DeVito in it. Fully admit. once you get into season 2, when fucking Frank comes in, bro, it's a fucking roller coaster.
So it's like The Office. You want to skip the first season.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I'm more of a Parks and Rec fan than The Office myself.
That's fine. That's fine.
I know that's fighting words sometimes with people.
No, I like both shows. I just watch more The Office more than Parks and Rec.
Which
I'm more of a Letterkenny person.
Yeah. I only watch the old YouTubes. I've never actually watched the show.
To be fair.
So she pays attention to my buttholes. Anyways. So, I mean, do we have more to discuss, gentlemen? I mean, by all means, unless we want to peek behind the curtains, I'm not trying to.
I think we should peek behind the curtain a little bit on this movie.
That sounds good. And I just want to say, this is actually in the very, very first thing in my notes is, it really pissed me off that they really didn't talk as much about Elizabeth Bathory and what she was notorious for. Plus, she was never, ever in America.
Nope.
Ever.
Slovakia. She was walled up in Slovakia. She was walled up in a castle in Slovakia. They kept her alive. They would feed her, and they fucking kept her alive until she fucking died. In Slovakia. She never came to the U.S.
I remember reading her story. I loved her story.
Well, I covered her. I covered her on the vampires episode of Somewhat Supernatural.
I must not have listened to that episode, so now I got to go back and listen.
Yeah. And she was a crazy bitch.
Yes, she was. So Countess Elizabeth Bathory did actually exist. However, for the perspective of the film, her story takes place in New Orleans, whereas historically she was located in Hungary. This was Disney's only slasher film, which I don't even know if you can really call it a slasher film. More like a supernatural thriller.
I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't call it a slasher.
It's a supernatural slasher. Not even slasher.
I only say slasher loosely because she seems to just kill with like shears. Well, I mean, either way, like even if she hangs her victim, she's still like slicing their throat with the shears, or she's running them over with a car.
It could be
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, not car, carriage. Sorry. Oh, I said it. Okay, well, I don't know. I'll give it loosely, I guess.
I'd very, very loosely call it a slasher, but
loosely, basically, you're hanging it by a thread.
Yeah.
Ooh, snippity snip. Snip, snip.
Snip fucking snip.
Snip fucking snip.
Perfect timing on that too, by the way, brother.
That's right.
You threw that in just the right time. So video game references. The old-fashioned camera that Abigail uses in the film is a reference to the popular Fatal Frame series of horror survival games, upon which the Stay Alive concept is partially based.
Yo, did everybody so when I did see this when it first came out, did anybody actually want them to make this game? Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did, because it was made with the Unreal Engine.
Yeah. It was made on the Unreal Engine. Like,
that's what I'm saying, like,
been a great game.
I feel like the game would have been better than the movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would have loved it if they did,
because just the character creation mode of that level in 2006 would be insane if you honestly thought about it.
But I don't think they would have been able to do it like now. I think now they could do it to where it's actually voice activated and you actually have to read the shit.
Oh, absolutely.
To get the game to start. But back then, I don't think so.
No. But we played
that was cool.
Nope. Wrong. Because there was a game on Xbox Original called Steel Battalion.
Oh, yes.
And it had giant fucking like joystick.
Yep.
It was a Mech Warrior game.
Yep.
But it had voice command too.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been 2004, 2005,
that was
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So then that was a year or two before this.
So, and not to mention, they're playing on PC. So we got to take ourselves out of the realm of console.
They're playing on PS2.
Oh yeah, dude.
No, they were playing on PS2.
They were playing on PC. At the end, it was on PS2.
Bro,
Malcolm
in the Middle had a fucking Alienware computer.
Oh, yeah, he had the Alienware laptop.
Alienware put us some. Yeah, they paid us.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's right. But they were using
You're right. Yep, right.
Well, they were using dude, I use Xbox on mine.
Yes, they were.
It's you can use any fucking controller back then, but it was when it came out mass distributed at the end at GameStop, which they didn't want you to know it was GameStop, except for they showed Game Informer, which is like,
yeah.
I wonder where this is. Can I just say, by the way, I feel bad for how they like wrote the GameStop dude because people were never actually like that.
Bullshit.
My
Yo,
dudes
there were
never
definitely
like that,
bullshit.
dude. Like that. Maybe you're fucking Corpus Christi people down there.
2006, 2005 GameStop dudes were exactly that guy. Exactly that guy.
Oh,
heard
my
of it,
homies
man.
were not that bad, dude.
What was it before it was GameStop?
It was
EB Games.
It was EB
Electronics
no,
Boutique,
GameStop. It was Electronic Boutiques, which turned into EB Games. GameStop was a separate company which absorbed EB Games. They bought them out.
Yeah.
They all became GameStop.
Yeah.
Ah, it makes me sad. History.
That was my video game guy. I'm just telling you.
That's fair,
That
man.
was-
I never had anybody like that fucking whacked out, dude. Like, not
Just
that
like my
crazy.
video guy.
By the way,
guy I rent videos from was Randy from fucking Scream.
Okay.
I'd rather rent from Randall from Clerks.
Yeah. Yes.
But no, I feel like if this, I feel like
Real Elias.
like if this actually happened.
Dude, he's
Yes,
old.
I did. Yes,
He's so
We were
old.
just talking about.
It makes me
He's old and
happy.
fat.
Sorry.
Sorry. Back to the movie.
I was excited. I
Continuous.
showed that to my coworkers. I showed that picture to my coworkers. I'm like, look, it's Elias. And like, yeah. Like we were just debating. It's like, never mind. You don't know. You weren't there.
Yeah. I was so happy when I saw that, dude.
Anyway, continuing on. Let's
what
hear
else
more.
we got here?
Okay. I also wanted to throw in that if this actually happened, I feel like games themselves would be the ones behind the evil video game.
Yeah. I mean, they'd be the one who gets sued for it when
Probably.
it figures it out. But for mass distribution of it.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
We
continue on.
wouldn't
The
have
mansion
GameStop
appears in
anymore.
the video game.
What's up, bud?
What happened?
Continuing on. Sorry,
What?
everything froze for a second.
Oh. So everybody's green here.
We're good.
Not here. I got mine keeps going from yellow to green. It's the kids are on their tablets, so who fucking knows?
on my end.
Not on my end. Okay, the mansion that appears in the video game at the beginning of the movie is a carbon copy of the one from the House of the Dead.
No shit. That's awesome. Ooh. That's cool.
Oh,
Dude, House
shit.
of the Dead was such a good game, man.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
was so
fuck
fun.
yeah. I put so many quarters that son of a bitch.
Spent a small fortune on that fucking game.
It was a fun game.
Yo, that game was so much fun.
What else?
You know,
more?
that's something that I gotta say. The House of the Dead game. That's something that our arcade one-up needs to do.
Hey, I'm surprised they haven't done any rail shooter games, dude. Like you could easily do a
they've
House
done,
of the Dead collection.
Yo, Buck Hunter, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Buck Hunter was
They've
fun.
done Buck Hunter.
But I
They've
mean-
done.
How many House of the Deads are there? Is there 4 or 5?
Oh shit! I don't.
I thought there was 4.
I think 4.
I remember 4.
The 4th one came out late 2000s, I want to say. Like 2007, maybe. So all the other ones were like 90s to early 2000. Anyways.
What else we
I
got?
want to say, I think the mirror clues are taken straight from the 1995 video game D, including the mirror cracking upon use.
Nice.
How is that spelled? Like just D, like just the single.
Just D, just a single letter D.
Isn't that a vampire game? Like a Japanese anime?
No, that's
Or is it-
Vampire
no, that's
Hunter D.
Vampire
That's
Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D.
I'm an idiot.
But you know what? I like that they made that her like weakness per se, other
Yes.
than the roses, which they don't explain the roses, but
No, they really don't.
how
they did
use
for
that.
Yeah, she was just like, oh, everybody knows that ghosts can't go over rose stems. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's also a goth girl thing to learn.
that's
right.
So, yeah.
She just had her random fucking like tome of knowledge. Like, hey guys, check this shit out.
No, but
Oh,
I like
God.
the.
Oh, God.
I like the
look.
mirror thing because she was very vain in real life. You know what? So she, in her real life, when she started getting older, like she was just miserable and she was into the occult. She was very into witchcraft and things. And so that's where she got that. Oh God. And that's where she got the
Jesus
whole
Christ.
bathing in
I
blood
want
thing.
you to hop on right now.
Yeah. Get on
what
and
I'm
tell us
thinking.
this fucking
This
story.
is an order.
Yeah,
from-
wait a minute. Well, for
from
those
House
of you,
Yes, for those
for
of you that
everybody
don't
who's
see.
going to, the
Oh, yeah.
audio listeners, You're going to. It says here it involves strippers and toilet paper.
But it says got a funny story about Buck Hunter, and it involves strippers and toilet paper. Brody, hop on and tell us this story right now.
Oh my god, dude! I hope he fucking.
We're doing another snip on another.
I'll record a video. Okay, either way.
Yes, that is a story that needs to be told.
Yes, definitely.
Oh god.
Okay, continue
back
on.
to the mirror. Back to the mirror breaking. You know, and it just showed how vain that the ghost was, even in death. You know, I like that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I did like that they used the mirrored Alienware, though. I thought that was pretty funny because all I know is, man, Frankie Muniz must have had some money because them shits have never been cheap.
Never.
No.
Mm-hmm. And that Alienware laptop probably still works badass today.
Oh, I'm sure, dude.
Oh, probably.
Absolutely. What kind of pizza there, boss?
Okay.
What else we got, bud?
Although Entertainment Weekly issued a D- rating for the theatrical release of Snyder's Cut, garnered a more respectable C+ rating.
So do you know where we can catch this director's cut, or is it only still like physical or something? Like you have to have that shit from back in the day. I wonder.
It might be on YouTube.
I know it's on they did ED. I honestly
let me I'll take a look for that.
I don't think there was I don't think there was much on the DVD because I've looked it up, but take a look. Maybe there's more. Who knows?
It does say it's on Amazon, but I think that's okay. Yeah, it's physical.
They just cut so much good shit out of the movie that actually tied the movie in very well together. And
I know it.
I'm not saying it would have made it an amazing movie and made it, this instant classic from 2006.
But it would have made it probably
made more
better.
sit. Yeah, it would have made it flow better instead of just what the fuck.
Okay, how about this? This is a perfect time to segue into Scuba Steve's little segment where he's going to give us a little info on the scenes that you saw.
Oh, there you go.
I have a lot of deleted scenes because they did delete a lot. So, like I said, the sex scene at the beginning was a little bit longer. They go back to, he puts the mask back on, continues to bang. The scene before they start playing the video game was longer with Swink and Phineas, where they talk shit to each other back and forth, and they're setting up a LAN party, and they have like all these wires, and Frankie Muniz is getting all these wires.
I will totally say that moment made me have a little happy, sad sigh. Just seeing all the TVs together, and just a bunch of mad motherfuckers on the couch. I'm like, it's been so long.
So then the scene right after, so Sophia Bush and Hutch are sitting on the couch talking to each other, and October asks for a 42-incher because she likes the big ones. There's another deleted scene and right after that, Hutch gets up and walks to the hallway because Abigail dismissed herself to go to the bathroom. So there's this really long, awkward deleted scene where Hutch is Abigail's in the toilet. Hutch knocks on the door and says, "Hey, there's no toilet paper." And she's like, "Oh, is it under the cabinet?" He's like, "Well, yeah, that's where it usually would be, but I can get you some and I'll get October to give it to you." And she's like, "Oh, I don't mind." She opens the door. You see her sitting on the toilet, and Hutch gives her the fucking toilet paper, and he's standing there like staring at her while she's sitting there either taking the longest piss in history or taking a shit. It doesn't say what. And then she finally says, "Are you going to close the door?" And he apologizes. And then she asks him if he and the others grew up, and he explains how they all met playing on an Unreal tournament online. So that's how the group of friends met, was they played Unreal online.
See, I would have loved to have known.
That would have been a nice scene,
dude. Like,
yeah,
like that's good backstory, and then it still goes with the whole like gamer montage because who the fuck hasn't played Unreal?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Or some form of Unreal. Like,
yeah.
See, so that would have made me connect with the characters even more.
Right. Like, that's one of my problems. It would have made
them more likable.
Right. Like, none of these characters besides Phineas, I really gave a shit about. Even Frankie Muniz. I'm like, yeah, he's Frankie Muniz, but whatever. Like,
so the scene where we see Adam Goldberg's character, he's doing cocaine on his desk.
What did Boss Man say about him? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, he said he's basically Wish Eli Roth.
Yes.
So you see him do a big ass line of cocaine off of his desk, and he says, "Oh fuck, that burns." Then that's when he explains that he had his secretary call his wife saying that he had to work late. There's another.
He looks drugged out in that scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they should have
extremely drugged out.
Right.
So then Phineas asks where the torture chamber is because he wants to see some ass. Fink then says he just figured out how to get one of the concubines naked. Phineas asks how, and Fink says it's up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Phineas does the code.
The Konami code, yep.
Phineas does the code and says boobs, and everyone laughs.
Damn it, dude. Why did they take all these cool little snippets out? That's like,
I know they took a lot of shit out. Wow.
Okay, I'm not
geez.
saying this would have made the movie 1,000 times better, but it definitely would have made it like just that much more enjoyable.
It would have made gamers connect to it more.
Correct. Yes, exactly. So then the scene where Miller logs off the game, he gets the mirror that still has cocaine residue on it. He hangs it back on the wall, rubs the residue off the mirror, and then rubs it on his gums, and then walks out the fucking door, and then he fucking dies. So then the scene where the police and the CSI are in the office doing their crime scene shit, the camera's focusing on Miller's face, and then it cuts to his video game body in the same pose and then pans out. So that's the first glimpse we see of Miller's body in the same pose as he was dead on his desk. And you see like the slit on his neck and there's fucking blood dripping down his face. Like it's really fucking brutal.
Isn't that kind of how they show it in the trailer too?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So there's another scene where Hutch is at the office after hours when he's doing his research, and he walks towards Miller's office, and you hear that vibrating of the controller on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
So he removes the crime scene tape, walks in, but then he realizes that the vibration's coming from under the desk, and it's Miller's cell phone that's vibrating. He answers it, says hello, and then is scared by Miller's secretary, who's standing in the doorway, all creepy fucking looking, and she has this fucking like scarf wrapped around her neck, like she was just creepy as fuck. And then she asks, what is he doing there that he shouldn't be in the office? And then she explains that she's collecting some things for Miller's family because the funeral's tomorrow. Hutch notices then that the mirror in Miller's office is broken, like the broken mirrors in the video game. And then the scene where Phineas is run over is maybe like 5 seconds longer, but you see like his neck break and you see like more blood. Like it's a little bit more brutal.
Yeah, because like the way he got thrown in the movie just looked so fucking funny to me. Like,
yeah.
It was like CGI.
I was expecting much more when I first saw it.
Yo, man. So can I ask you a question? Is there any deleted scenes that explain the creator of this game more?
Yes, there is. Let me get to that. Awesome. Let me do this one more real quick, and then we'll jump to that one.
Fair enough.
So when Hutch and Swink are talking to the police officers after they find Phineas dead, Swink and Hutch try to explain that someone is tracking their movements in the game, kind of like GPS. The Detective Thibodeau then says, "You want me to believe someone knows how you die in this game and they kill you that way in real life? A death game copycat." Swink says, "Well, yeah." And then Detective Thibodeau says, "That's not possible." So basically, it explains to them that they're trying to say logically that somebody could be tracking us through this game and that's who's killing us. It's not, Hutch is like, it's not me that's killing my friends. So let's see. So, okay. The reveal and the arrival on the plantation is also longer, with Hutch and Abigail parking in the driveway of the mansion and knocking on the door. You can see the van right next to the motorcycle on the porch. The door is unlocked and they walk in and yell hello and start to walk through the house while she takes pictures with her camera. Hutch goes into a different room and she sees the Bathory doll up on the mantle. Hutch looks out into an empty garage. Now, when we see it in the film, you see the carriage in the garage, and in the director's cut, there's no carriage in the garage. Someone is standing behind her and he says, "What are you doing in my house?" And you see a young man standing in the doorway. She apologizes and says they thought no one was here. He asks who she is and she says, "My name's Abigail." He says, "Abigail." And then he has the shears in his hand. He asks her if she's looking for something specific. Hutch comes in and the stranger points the shears at him and says, "You're both trespassing." Abigail says, "Wait." Then Hutch says Loomis Crowley, and the man says Loomis Crowley never should have taken my game. Hutch looks at Abigail and says he created Stay Alive. Or Hutch looks at the man. The man says he created Stay Alive and she responds with, "So all of this was for a game." The next scene is the man explaining how he developed the game and sold it to a publisher, but that this game was different. He explains that he wanted to create the most authentic horror video game possible, and he was obsessed with Bathory growing up. Hutch explains people are really dying, and the developer says there's a book written by a local author who can help them, and that the book was called The Lady in Blood. So then the scene after that, they go to the lady's house, and she explains to them the history of Bathory in depth and how twisted and evil she was for torturing young girls for their blood and bathing in it to stay young. How she would kidnap young girls and murder them for their blood. While this is occurring, we see Detective Thibodeau doing research on Bathory and finding out that the kids were not lying, because in this book, it shows the way that Elizabeth Bathory would kill everyone. And it shows that head split that one other cop got, you know, it actually shows that torture device that Elizabeth Bathory had used it. So then he starts putting two and two together and is like, okay, well, maybe. So then Abigail asks the author if she believes Bathory's ghost could be brought back, and she says, I hope you know better than to meddle with the evil of Elizabeth Bathory. Hutch says that they do, but is it possible? And she says that a strong spirit can be conjured up by the proper text. She then says one day word will become. So we get more in depth as to this of what occurred and who made the game and why the game was made, and then even more in depth about Elizabeth Bathory.
So
that
I'm just going to have to say,
wonderful.
This is the problem with producers and too many.
This is the problem with Disney.
Not even that, dude. There's so many other companies that do the same fucking bullshit because multiple people feel like they need their name on it and they get to choose one fucking bullshit thing or another. And somebody was probably like, oh, this is too long and boring. You got to just skip this shit. No, that's literally the whole fucking backstory of the goddamn movie. You need it. Yep. I might actually enjoy that movie if you fucking had that. This is stupid. But
and when the other detective dies, you actually see him sitting in his truck. You see that shit on his cheeks, and then it goes to him sitting in a chair in a torture chamber, and then it goes back to the fucking him in his truck, and then it's like a close-up of the fucking front window, not that far out where you see the blood splatter. It's like right up in there. It's right up in there, and you just see the fucking explosion onto the fucking.
What the fuck, dude? Now, is that in the director's cut, or is that just completely ixed?
I haven't seen the director's cut. I just know that these are the deleted scenes. Yeah, I just watched the deleted scenes to get a little bit more content.
Fair enough. All right.
I want to say if those are deleted scenes that you've seen, that's probably it. They're probably
if you've definitely watched them. I'm sorry. I thought you were just reading them from like.
Oh, no. I watched them. I typed that out while I was watching them.
Yeah. Well, motherfucker. All right, then.
That was all scuba writing right there.
So who wants to learn about Brody's strippers and toilet paper?
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the Buck Hunter story. Rightio. Well, one year we went to Adelaide, and on that footy trip we went to the most downright stingiest, dirtiest fucking strip club that you could ever possibly find. And
I like where this is going.
And there was about, I don't know, fucking 8 of us maybe. And anyway, we're all sitting there watching these strippers fucking get their freak on. And anyway, I look over to me left. I'm like, where the fuck's the old mate? I won't name names, but we're like, where the fuck's he gone? Look over at Buck Hunter. He's over there playing fucking Buck Hunter. I mean, you're at the fucking strip club and you're playing Buck Hunter. What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, the stripper comes over and fucking grabs him off Buck Hunter because we're all whinging about it. Anyway, she brings him over and we're all sitting there, and then she starts rubbing up on him by himself. I'm like, how the fuck can you play Buck Hunter and then all of a sudden get the stripper to yourself? How does that work? Anyway, sure enough, one of me mates nudges me and goes, look at her ass cheek. I had a quick fucking squiz at her buttocks, and on it, there was a bit of fucking toilet paper stuck to her ass cheek.
God damn.
Anyway, I pointed left. I said, excuse me, love, you got a bit of fucking shit paper on your ass cheek. Anyway, she seems to look down at it, goes like this to me, and like fucking flicks it off in my direction. Hey. Was not happy. Anyway, Buck Hunter, toilet paper strippers, there you go. There's my fucking story for you. Pisser.
Oh, thank you so much, Brody.
I'm fucking crying.
Oh my god, dude, I got tears.
Okay, his Buck Hunter story is better than we watched.
fuck.
That was fantastic.
Yep.
Oh.
That was totally fucking. Dude,
Brody gets a
Oh,
fucking
wow.
5 out of 5 for me today, dude.
Oh shit! Yes. You get a 5 out of 5 Gore and More score.
Ah,
That's great. That is fantastic. That is
fucking A,
that thing I hope
dude. That was
story would be and more.
oh, it
Jesus
was so
Christ.
much more. So much. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Rob.
There we go.
I had
Oh,
tears in
damn.
my eyes.
That was a
Back.
wonderful fucking story. Wow.
Bobby's got tears too. He's wiping them.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh,
that was good.
all right.
Oh god,
I should have ended it
with
on
a
that
wink.
note. Wait,
Yeah, we should have ended with that. We should have
I
fucking
didn't
ended
know.
with that.
I didn't
The
know.
rest of the show is fucking done.
Oh,
We're fucking.
Well, we gotta finish
That is a
it
mic
though
drop.
now.
That is a mic drop.
Oh, God
That's
damn it.
fucking
shit.
hard to live up to.
I
God
wish I had
damn.
known. I would have totally saved that for the end.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah, I
so where
love
we
you.
at? We are at Johnny D's question.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh. Fucking A, dude.
Do you have anything else?
Okay.
Any other behind the scenes, Chad?
No. You covered the stuff that was still in the rest of my notes, so I think we're good on that.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you, buddy.
Sorry.
Alrighty.
No,
I was
no,
just
we're
trying
good.
to be a go-getter.
Hell yeah, bud. Thank
You
you
went
for
and got
those.
it, that's for sure.
All right, gentlemen. So I don't want to just take this. So if anybody has any big questions, and I do have a few, but if anybody has any big questions, this would be the time before we jump into the actual,
I think the
discussion on
deleted
questions. But,
scenes would have answered any of my questions. I'm like,
Yeah, actually, the
great video
deleted
game.
scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So washing red Solo cups.
yeah,
I
Yo,
put
I
that
thought
up
the
in my
same
wife.
thing that I was
Hold
watching,
on.
like,
Why
Hold
are
on.
you washing red Solo
Hold
cups?
on. Shut the fuck up. Hold on.
Yo, you cheap ass motherfucker, go buy
Yes.
more.
No, fuck that, because my bastard ass children go through fucking cups. They fucking lose cups. Then there's cups with fucking cereal and shit
Then you
under
make
their
them buy
fucking
'em.
bed forever. Fuck that. Red Solo cups, and guess what? We're re-washing that shit because I'm too cheap to go spend $4 fucking on another pack of Red Solo cups.
Yo, I
Fuck
completely
that.
agree
I
with
get that.
100%.
I get that. And growing up in a Hispanic household, we did the same fucking shit.
Bro,
So
I'm only giving you shit because, first of all, I know that, listen, this is 2006, bro. This is my, I'm just hanging out with, everybody's in college that I'm hanging out with. Listen, you have no money and you play beer pong every fucking night. Every goddamn night. You need to wash those cups, man. Girls shed like a motherfucker. Guys, any younger guys listen, they won't fucking tell you this. Do not play beer pong in a girl's apartment. It's disgusting. You will always, you need a fucking water, but you need just water, running water all the time. There's hair everywhere. Although kids nowadays, I sound so old saying that, but they play so much smarter because they actually just play water and just drink from their booze. I'm like, nah, man.
Yep.
That's why we weren't sick back in the day, because we were just pouring all our beer in there and everything else from the floor was going in.
That's
And we were
true.
like,
That is
"Yeah,
absolutely true.
yeah." But no, I get it, dude. That it's total mid 2000s beer pong. Like, this dude was a college kid. You know what I mean? Like,
He knew he was making good money, so he's like,
I had to bring that scene up because it just
just
made
like
me
we
laugh
reuse
so
our
much.
fucking butter bowls for everything. Fuck that. I get it.
Right? Yo, man, you think you're getting cookies and you're like, sewing
kit.
What the fuck?
Dude, still at my
Damn
grandma's
it.
house. Still at my grandma's house. Every time I go, I see that and I'm like, fucking cookies. Now you know goddamn cookies in there. She's got all her sewing shit in there.
The one time you open it and there is cookies and you're like,
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
fucking
what?
What the shit, dude? Like,
They haven't been this way in 20 years.
so my last question is, how the hell did the main character, what the hell was it? Hutch?
Yes.
How did he get access to those police files? Did he hack? Or did the
Hutch.
police are just like, hey, go check this shit out on the computer? Like, where the hell was he when he was doing
Well,
that?
he was on a
Why is there-
website. He was on some website that had like fucking
Yeah,
like,
he was on a website.
that
That's
had
what-
like murders and stuff on it. So I guess
Yeah,
it
but
was
dude,
public
it was
knowledge.
actually said, but it was like legit police files though. Like, I feel like he was like in a police database more than anything.
Well, and that's what it
Like,
looked like, but I don't know. I guess it was supposed to be some like online murder database type thing or some shit.
Well, I'm trying to think of what the hell was what was that nasty ass website from the early 2000s where it showed people like fucking all dead?
Oh, fucking fear. Fear Doc.
What?
Was it Fear Doc? No, not Fear.
No,
I know what you're talking. Well, isn't it? Wasn't it? I think that's
no,
not
that was-
fear.com, but I know
I'm
what I'm
talking-
talking about.
I'm talking
Rotten,
like
rotten.com.
rotten.com. Yes,
Rotten.com.
thank you. Holy shit, it's been a fuck. That's 20
Don't go to
years
that
back.
website. Still,
No.
it's still up
Anybody
and running.
listening, if that still exists, don't go.
It does. It does. It still
Does
exists.
it?
Don't go to
Ugh.
it. Yes, it does.
So don't. No, but wait, isn't that now on the deep dark web?
No,
What,
it's
Riot?
still.
Or isn't shit like that now?
Well, yeah, now it is, but I mean, you can
Yeah,
still
maybe.
get it on fucking rotten.com. And what was Faces of Death? Oh man, I didn't know what that was.
Yo,
I didn't know what that was one time when I was like 15. Had no idea what that was, and they were showing it at our local theater. And I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna sneak in. I'm gonna watch that shit." I was fucking traumatized.
but hold on, wait a minute. Faces of Death. Some of that is fake.
No,
Some.
it's all fake. It's all fake.
no, the fucking not the one I saw because the dude fucking there was a monkey, and this one always stuck with me. And I
that's
don't
the
know
right
why.
one. That's
Where
the
the
right. No,
fucking-
that's real.
They put
That's
the
real.
monkey in the center of the table, and they fucking hit the monkey, and they eat the fucking brains. I was like, why? What did that monkey do to you?
No, that's
Yeah,
real.
that's real. But any shown in those is completely fake.
I don't know because I saw a guy get shot in the fucking face with an AK-47, and there was a gaping hole in his fucking face. I don't think that was fake.
Did he survive though?
No, he was fucking dead, but he was
Okay.
gasping for air, and you saw like a fucking hole in his face, and he was like, "Ugh."
What was that?
Fuck
Faces
that.
of Death? I can't
Faces
say
of
I've ever,
Death.
can't say I've ever
Don't
watched.
ever watch them. Don't ever watch them.
And don't watch the second one because everything after the first one is actually essentially fake.
I mean, bro, if we're in 2006, this is the total time of like getting your buddies to watch weird, fucked up internet videos on old school.
Well, that
YouTube.
was before 2000. This was in the 90s. This was in the 90s.
No, this
when
was-
I saw Faces of Death.
Oh, okay.
And
fair
that
enough.
came out in the
buddy.
80s.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I
Oh.
saw it in the 90s. I'm just saying, I saw it in the 90s.
I'll have to check that shit out. All right.
Look it up and let us know what you
Ugh.
think later on.
So,
Continuing
does anybody
on.
does anybody else have any big questions before we move it on?
Not
No,
really.
like I said, my
No?
questions were answered by
Not
Scuba
for this.
Steve's deleted scenes there.
Awesome. Alrighty.
Yeah. His, yeah. Go
So,
on.
gentlemen, what format did you watch it in, and how was the quality?
Amazon.
I did Amazon
On
Prime,
demand.
so-
Quality was
I
great.
knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say
Quality
that.
was good.
I think the rest of us are Prime.
On
Yours is
demand.
always on demand.
There's like
Son of a
Bobby
bitch.
said, Bobby's has had like 2 times where on demand has not helped him out.
Yeah, it was only 2 times.
Yeah, like
What?
and
I paid
What-
$3.99
What
for this
s-
movie.
what service do you have that it's everything is on demand? Because I fucking want that.
It's called Xfinity. Xfinity on demand, Comcast.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
We don't have that down here.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Really?
well,
You don't have
know,
Xfinity?
us Yankees, we got
I'm
some
a
good
Yankee.
shit.
I don't even know if
The
I have.
South will rise again and get better internet. We're coming
think
for your
quality is good. I
internet,
don't-
Yankee.
I think quality was 720 at least. I don't know if
Yeah, it was
780.
720.
Yeah.
So
Oh, TJ said he lies about watching the movies.
Oh yeah. What one was that? What one was that?
No,
again?
I was so mad about that too when I found out after the fact. That was fucking Behind the Mask.
Ah,
Yeah,
The
that
first-
I
the
would.
whole
That was the
watching
only
the
one where I was like,
movie.
I think it's funny that you
What?
didn't
No,
find
I
out
didn't.
till
such
after.
a great movie.
We're sitting here midstream. TJ sitting there messaging me. Bobby didn't see it. Look, he's lying.
Like
Bobby
the
didn't watch
day
it.
I found out, I'm just like, I don't know, like I was just I don't know.
and you know why? Because I fell asleep halfway through and I just gave up.
Wow.
I'll be
I love
honest.
that movie.
I
Give it
fucking love that
give it a
movie.
second chance. Give it a second chance because I
Give it
didn't
a
like it
second
the first
chance.
time I saw it.
That's true. That's right, Chad.
I will. That's the only time that I did.
That's fine. So Les Douches of the movie.
Elizabeth Bathory.
Actually, I would say that cop who got killed in the pickup truck, he was an asshole.
Well, yeah,
Or
true.
was he the biggest douche of the movie?
She was pretty.
Well, none of
douchey.
the kids were. I would say none of the kids were because
No.
they didn't know. Or you could say Phineas because he did have that asshole quality.
Phineas was kind of douchey, but douchey in like what the fuck?
I'm sorry.
God damn.
Anyway,
TJ, you don't know the quality of what you would get. That's all I'm going to say.
ew.
It's a pretty big shotgun there.
I almost have to say the game designer, even though we didn't really get to see him. Like we saw
Okay.
his name on the cell phone, but like
So he was
in reality, like
but he wasn't
fucking
really
game like
douchey. But that's the thing. He wasn't really douchey. Like he didn't know what he was doing when he created the game.
but anybody who
we-
just saw the normal video did not
True.
know
This
that,
is
though.
true.
True.
That's true. He's
But
got
we
a
don't
point.
get enough backstory about him to say he was the douche. You know what I mean?
I would just say most people, like, if you know you're putting that kind of like prayer in the beginning where you know it's going to resurrect a fucking ghost, kind of a douchebag move.
True.
I don't know. That's just my.
See, and even in the deleted scene, it doesn't say if he knew that's what he was doing. You know,
he just wanted to create a scary game, and I get
exactly.
But
and it never says if he like knew exactly what was going to occur by putting that prayer in there.
All right,
I'm still gonna go with Bathory because she was a fucking cunt. Fuck her.
I agree.
I'm going with the cop because he just fucking, and by the cop I mean the one who got killed.
All right. Favorite kill.
Ooh. You know, I did love the first one, the guy who got the hanging off the banister. I think it's because it was a good way to start.
I'm gonna go with Phineas's death. Getting run over by the ghost carriage.
Yeah. I wish we could have saw that neck snap a little better though.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I think I'm going with October.
What she had? She had the neck slice, right?
Yeah,
like she got hung
upside down because that was closest to how she actually did kill people.
And her death was a lot bloodier, and it doesn't cut away. You actually see her die and gasp for air while the blood's just pouring out.
I might have to go with October's as well, just because it probably was the most brutal. Obviously, Malcolm in the Middle, he didn't really die, so. Yeah.
No, he was.
I just wish we got the more on-screen kills though, like not so many fucking cutaway. Dude, honestly, I probably would have went hands down with that cop one in the truck.
Yeah.
The way.
Yeah. If we saw that,
that shit sounded awesome, but unfortunately, I did not see that. So that leads us to we lost Chadwick. Best scene, gentlemen.
I think the opening scene with the video gameplay, how the camera comes down and you're in the video game and you see the actual gameplay. I like that scene a lot. I think being a video game player and, you know, for all my life, I've loved video games, seeing that play and know that this was a horror game. And at the time I loved horror games. I still love horror games. For me, that was the best, seeing the actual video gameplay at the beginning.
I liked the scene of, Miller before as he's trying to leave and he keeps coming back. I liked that whole, it was very jumpy. It was a good scare scene. I enjoyed that scene very much.
What'd you say when Miller was coming? Where?
When Miller was before Miller's death. So his whole time from him dying in the game till him actually dying, I love the setup.
Miller scene.
So I love that scene. Yes.
Chad Daddy, we are on best scene, sir.
All right, so I want to apologize for shitty connection. We've been having Comcast issues in our area for the past couple of weeks. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You're good, brother.
Oh, good, buddy.
Like I'll be sitting here and my signal just drops from green to red, back up. It's I'm sorry. It's what it is. But scene. I would say just the scene of them all sitting together and playing the game.
Oh, Chad,
just the whole gaming party thing.
Well, the LAN party was my favorite scene just because it took me back, dude. Like, I wish we got a little bit more of the shit talking, like you said as well.
Yeah,
that feels a little bit more appropriate with the given setting. Especially you're talking 2006, dude. You're so bro.
Yes.
That's Halo 2.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That was Halo 2. Like, yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
that is Beaver Creek and my nuts on your face. Like, straight off, dude. Come on. Fuck yeah, dude. LAN party all the way. 100%, Chad. Did the opening scene hook you gentlemen in?
Yep. It did for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Besides the weird POV shots that questioned it, I will say yes. Because it's still a video game that was kind of like, all right, I'm kind of interested. What do we got? So, let's see. Best hits, hottest girl, best stick.
Sophia Bush.
Sophia Bush. Unless
Sophia Bush.
Yeah, you're gonna go with the other one.
I'm gonna go with the other one because I've seen Sophia Bush on like Chicago PD and other things, and she's like 10 times hotter on there. I just didn't like her with the goth chick look. It just didn't work for her.
It's the voice for me. It's the rasp of her voice. It's so.
It reminds me of. Wait. It reminds me of. I don't know how you're going to look at me after this. One Tree Hill.
That's fine.
Watched it, dude. So I don't know anything about it, dude.
Yeah, Sophia Bush.
But no, I've seen her hotter, so that's what I hair her to.
That's fair.
And Hutch.
It's a toss up for me. I'll have to say Hutch just because Hutch got his sweet little ab shot with the little V going on, and you
can't argue with that. Yeah,
but he's also got his this little.
What the fuck was his little fake tattoo on his titty? Say, did anybody catch that? No,
I didn't even notice.
The only reason I saw it because I was like, dude, that tattoo looks fake as fuck.
And it probably was.
I think I swore it said perfect, but I could I don't know. Just wondering, maybe you guys caught that.
Maybe it said juicy.
I think
I'm gonna say best pick was fucking Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, with his upside down visor.
If it wasn't for him, none of them would have been saved because he's the one who figured out this is the exact fucking layout. I'm guiding you through this. Oh, look, I fucking put the crowbar down. The crowbar's there. I unlock the door's open. He saved the fucking day.
This is true. He's got a
right.
Hutch's perfect V wouldn't have done shit if my boy Malcolm in the Middle wasn't there.
You're right. And they had to do the whole fake kill off, which I was like, but he's literally laying in a bed of roses, yes. And you said they can't cross them. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought I was still wondering that
he didn't die.
Too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because I'm like, no.
Had we seen Bathory, had you guys seen Bathory the way I saw Bathory, she would have won best tits. Because let me tell you, Bathory had some titties going on.
Yo, dude, you need to send pictures.
No, Bathory has some titties going on.
The girl that played her was.
Let me see.
She was delish. Dude, it's a tough man because they're both delicious sides of the spectrum. And they're both rocking like 2006 low crop jeans, which totally does it for me. And I miss that shit.
Those old hip hop.
Oh my God, dude. I miss everything now is the pooch huggers, bro. So I just
hate those fucking
Thank
jeans.
you.
No, I love hip huggers all the way. Dude. Absolutely. I love a good hip hugger.
Yes.
Because I want to hug it later in a different way, but that's a different story.
You're just like, yo, man, you can almost see the pie. I'm still gonna have to go with Sophia Bush though, dude. Just
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna have to go with Sophia Bush though, dude, just because she was just delish, even as goth. And like she said, she's even hotter now. So score. Did it set the mood? I don't remember it.
I liked the score. I thought it fit pretty well.
There was a couple scenes where it stood out.
I feel like maybe Miller.
And now that I said that,
oh yes, it made it creepy.
All right, Scoops.
This is a movie where I would have loved to have had the music that we had on Ghost Ship.
Funny that you mentioned it because it's the same composer.
You know,
oh shit!
But I mean, like, like how we had Mudvayne. You know, this is a movie where I wouldn't have minded having, you know, some kind of new metal songs in here or something too.
Now, here's one for you. What about an actual video game composer to actually put in like horror music more fitted towards a video game?
That would be cool.
Because I mean, there wasn't a lot of scenes where people were solo. I mean, Frankie Muniz probably was the most that I could think of, besides everybody on their actual death scenes. But 8-bit metal song, Brody, there you go. I love 8-bit. Shit's awesome.
That would be
best.
8-bit is.
I just sent y'all pictures I just took.
Was that? Oh, is that the actress thing?
Bathory titties and fucking Bathory booty.
Okay. Delish.
Oh, there is a God.
I'm gonna definitely have to say best song. It was whatever Phineas was singing as he was rocking down his Fiero down the road.
What song is that?
What song was that?
I'm trying to. I know I've heard it.
I know, but I just. God damn it! Let me look it up.
Because I know that song from somewhere.
The problem is I've had that other fucking song from goddamn Teen Titans Go stuck in my head, so that's popping in my head every time.
I had "Staying Alive" stuck in my head.
That's fine. Listen, man, when I was putting that story up, that was the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, I gotta go with that. Stay Alive. Dude, the Staying Alive soundtrack keeps coming up, not the fucking. Finn Plays Alone. They don't actually have fucking. This is just the score. That's weird. All right,
maybe it wasn't a real song. Maybe it was just something they made up for the movie.
I don't know because I kind of feel like it was.
Still takes my win for that. Because
Well, there you go.
Anything else.
I can't think of anything else.
Alrighty. Gentlemen, favorite character.
I'm
gonna have to go with Phineas myself, dude.
I was actually gonna say Phineas because I like his kind of like attitude.
He was a little bit of an asshole.
He was, but he was also
a loving an asshole.
Yes, he was a loving asshole.
He even
So-
said it was like, "Wink, I love you, bud." He's like,
But I'm an asshole, basically. So here.
I'm gonna go with Swink because he was the way I was. You know, he very nerdy.
I agree.
and,
That dude figured shit out.
Possibly still a virgin, but at that age, that was me.
I feel like I was a mixture of the two because I definitely had the upside down visor, and I don't know why the fuck I rocked that for the longest time. Because that sweet rain catcher vibe, dude, where it's
because all the girlies say he's pretty fly for a white guy.
That's right. Good old.
I was 16 and
it was the best album.
I was 16. I was still an unborn. I was a newborn, not touched at that time. So I agree with that.
That's all right, buddy. I say we're all different ages here, so notes on that one too.
I mean, I was already a dad and obviously not a virgin at that age, but
correct.
He reminded me when I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, I had no kids, and I had no stories for anybody to tell about me. So I was good.
I mean, no strippers with toilet paper on the butt?
Oh my god!
Kitty toilet paper?
No, more like it was walking around watching all the girls in booty shorts, going, "Damn it!"
Yeah. So was it scary, gentlemen?
Oh wait, Chad didn't pick his character.
Oh, Chad.
Oh no, I agreed. I agreed.
Oh,
with
did
you.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go with Malcolm in the Middle.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I would say
I feel
very
like those two
suspenseful.
were the best characters out of the whole movie, anyways.
Yeah.
Myself, like,
Yeah, because he never gave two shits about Hutch. He wasn't. Who
I
cared
really
about
did,
him?
dude. He was a shitty main character.
I mean,
He
and
was
you knew
like
he
the
wasn't
main-
gonna fucking die.
He
Like-
was like the main character. He was the main character that should or was in Feast. Like that's what should have happened to him.
Yes,
He was like,
exactly.
"Yo,
I'm the guy
here
who's gonna
to-
save
Yeah,
your
yeah.
ass."
Oh God,
Yeah, I love that fucking movie.
Dude. The cum
I love all
explosion,
three of them.
like fucking.
no, it's been so long since I've watched Beast. Holy
Me
shit!
too.
Review that shit, dude. That might
Yes.
be a year 4 pick right there.
Yeah, but we need to
Ooh.
review all three.
Yo,
Dude,
All
I've never
fucking
seen the
three.
third one. I've only
All
seen
three in one podcast.
I never saw the second. I didn't see.
I've only seen the first one.
This
Dude,
second
the
one has
baby
the most
ownage.
hilarious scene with this baby.
The baby,
dude.
yes, he's like, it's so fucking dude. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
All right. I don't
for
want to say
later
that
time.
because these guys
For
need
later
to see
time.
that shit for sure.
Continue it on.
Yes. Was it scary?
No,
I would
No.
no suspenseful, but not scary.
Had jump scares. That was it.
Jump
Yeah,
scares out the A.
that I will certainly say.
Does it hold up today in 2021?
Oh,
If we got the cut with all the shit in it, yes.
So here's the thing, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but I think I saw some shit that they're actually trying to reboot this.
I'd be okay with that. Make it more virtual reality type.
Dude, if they straight up just put in Phasmophobia. in there.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah, I would. I mean, like I said, I like this movie a lot. I like this movie, but I would be so okay with a reboot.
All right.
Way more probably okay though.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
we'll get there.
Yes. Was the acting good or bad? I'm gonna say it was middle.
I thought it was fair. I thought it was fair.
It wasn't
wasn't horrible.
Some I feel
It
some
was-
were good, some were bad.
I felt everybody did what they needed to do for this, which is why I liked it. I don't know.
I feel like Hutch just did not perform well at all. I feel like he sucked.
No, I really didn't think Sophia Bush was that great in this.
And no, she wasn't. She's hot, but she was not that. Like she just felt like she felt like she just came out of high school and was doing theater, and like this was her first.
Yeah, she was wooden. She was very wooden.
Yeah. No
The weird part is that she was like 20 something at the
Keep doing
time.
your shit. But yeah, like I said, I say middle of the road, dude. Like
Yeah.
Nunez has been acting for a long time, so I think Phineas, he's just that dude who's a character actor, so he's really good at acting, but he only gets weird small roles. Like now he's kind of got some bigger ones, but
I would
The
say
Abigail girl was not that good either. She was very.
I can't tell if
bland
she was
to me.
bad or she was just really good at acting like a 2006 girl.
fair.
Mm.
Fair enough.
Kind of goes
Fair,
either way. And she lived in a
fair.
van down by the river.
And I thought Frankie Muniz did a good job, and I kind of got the feeling like he was almost like a little, like maybe like Asperger's or something.
Well, they cut out the scene where he fucking cusses, which was dumb. He says like fucking, what does he say? I don't remember what he says, but he says like fuck, shit, and ass all in like one sentence. And it's like, oh, Malcolm cussed.
What the hell does he call gay at the van? Is he like putting gloves on or something?
Yeah,
I remember.
No, he does.
He's
Phineas says it to him.
Wow. It's just funny, dude, because it's like, yep, that's 2006.
Yeah. But I mean, this movie's really dated, like especially like with the video game graphics and stuff. So
okay, to disagree with Brody, and I agree with Chad. I feel like graphic wise, you got to think this is 2006.
2006,
the next
yes.
we had.
Yeah.
Think 2007. That's Dead Space 1.
Yeah.
Dead Space 1 looks great. And once again, these are also PC graphics. So if you didn't rock PC was always still like 3 years ahead of fucking consoles, if not more.
I mean,
So,
and I understood
I feel like it's pretty fair. Like,
I understood the shitty CGI when we would see Elizabeth Bathory in the video game ghost form. I got that. Like the graphics that we saw were her basically coming out of the video game. So I was okay with the shitty CGI. It didn't bother me that much because I knew it was supposed to be that video game frame rate.
And this is exactly what an underground small publisher video game from 2006 would have looked like.
Yeah.
Some of them still look like that today, and they're great video games. I mean,
That's what I think.
You get on Steam and you can see all these, these games that are independent games that have graphics from back in 2000, that
Dust,
era.
Dude, I don't know if you guys play all this shit like a Medieval and Dust do, but that's all newer games that look like fucking games from 93. And it's they're fucking great. So yeah, graphics never make a game for sure.
No.
But they do make a movie. They do make a movie.
Yes.
So cinematography. Didn't feel like there was anything too spectacular here.
No, there really wasn't. Although I felt there were some, like I said, great moments of lighting and some great shots, but I wouldn't.
See, I don't know about the lighting.
This isn't a movie to write home about.
There was
Go ahead,
the
Chad.
lighting in the torture scenes in the torture chambers was good. I mean,
the lighting, yes, but you could definitely tell that was a set. It did not feel like it was actual underground tunnels. It very much, you could tell it was not. It was on a soundstage.
Yeah.
That, and in the beginning when Peter from Heroes there was walking around with his lighter, everything else was extremely bright. And his lighter barely even like shone any light on his.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was just shot completely fucking wrong.
There was like no point. There was no point for him to have a lighter because you could see just fine.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Why is he? And they're like, oh, it's supposed to be dark. I'm like, then make it fucking dark.
Well,
like, yeah. Anyway, did you like the premise?
Yes, I love the premise.
Yeah, I did.
You know what? I will be positive on this one. I actually do enjoy the premise. I think the whole video game come to life, kill you, sounds awesome. I feel like we've gotten another one like that since then, but I can't think of it. I can't think of what the hell it is.
Well, I mean, look at Ouija. Ouija
Never seen
it. You play with the Ouija board, you summon ghosts, they come and kill you. It's kind of that same aspect where you play with this thing you're not supposed to play with, and then you release the spirits.
There was another
Supernatural Jumanji. There was
another movie kind of similar to this where the villain came out of the game. I think it was called Brain Scan. With my nemesis.
Yes. But was it a game?
Yes.
Brain Scan. I gotta look that up. I wonder if that's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
My nemesis was in that. Scoob, he's probably your nemesis too. After
really?
Score with his woman. Yeah.
Really? Wait, what is it?
Edward Furlong.
Oh yeah,
Fuck Edward Furlong.
What is it?
Fuck him in the ass with a hot poker. He ruined my girlfriend.
What'd you call it again? What was it? What was the name?
Brain Scan. I think it's called Brain Scan.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It is a video game. I was like,
94?
Yeah.
94 film.
Maybe that's not what I'm thinking of. I was thinking of one after the fact. All right, I'll have to do a little looking. Okay. Yeah, premise though was good. So, all right, gentlemen, we are on our 3 R's: recycle, rewind, or remake.
Remake, without a doubt.
As much as I like it, I would still remake.
Remake it, make it a hard R. Like,
Yes.
okay, when I say remake it, we're gonna really remake it.
Yep.
Give us the deleted scenes. Give us the fucking backstory. Make us care about the characters and give us some awesome fucking kills.
And if you're going to add a real life entity in this game, stay true to the fucking backstory. Don't change.
Please.
Don't change.
Yeah, that would be
because they could have easily made it to where all of this still took place overseas, and they had to fucking figure shit out. They never would have figured anything out. There was no way to fucking put nails in her head if she was overseas. They all would have fucking died. I think that would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you can't use an entity, make one.
Make one up. Right. Make one up.
Come up with an original. Right.
Yep.
Come up with an original character.
Look at how many video game villains we get in every new video game that were never alive before any kind of entity ever. Somebody created that shit. Give us something new that we can fear, and give us the video game for the fucking movie too, though.
Or
this was set in like what, fucking Louisiana, right? I mean,
in Louisiana.
Yep. Come on,
there's so much culture they could have taken advantage of down there. There's so many legends and stories and secrets that could have played into this, and none of it. I didn't even know was freaking Louisiana until like I looked it up.
For Louisiana and it being on a plantation, I would have gone with the voodoo angle. And there's a lot of voodoo gods.
Easy, right there. Boom.
That I will not say the name of this one voodoo god, but there is a voodoo god / entity that would have been perfect for this kind of movie to be the main villain. And it would have worked perfect, especially in that Louisiana setting. And they could have used real life things just like they did with Elizabeth Bathory.
Well, we'll see. Maybe one day a reboot will happen.
Like I said, I thought I was reading that it was in the works, but I couldn't find anything concrete on that at the moment. So,
yes, Brody's right. Folklore horror. That would have been fantastic.
Folklore horror.
Boom.
Which this is
just like we were talking about earlier.
This is loosely that. Close.
Yeah.
Marginally, yeah.
Yeah.
But they got the folklore part of it wrong.
Yeah, they got the folklore part wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she never came overseas. That's the one thing that they did not get right. Everything else that they said about her was legit, except for the fact she never came to the United States.
Fair enough. So, I believe we are on our scores, gentlemen. So, Brody's was a 1.3, right?
We usually don't figure his in, though.
That's true. I feel like we should. But, all right. Steve, go ahead, bud.
I'm going to give this one a 2.5. It's not an extremely horrible film. I enjoyed it. Now, whatever that says about me as a horror buff, then hey, that's what it says about me. But I enjoyed the movie. It wasn't the shittiest movie that I've seen. It wasn't a masterpiece, but I loved the concept of the movie. I loved the video game aspect of it.
Yes.
And I love the partial historical aspect of the movie as well. And 2.5.
2.5 it is. Chad Daddy.
I am going to go a little higher and go 2.8.
2.8er. All righty.
Yeah.
Mr. Amone.
I was going to do 2.9. Like I said, I still like
2.9.
Yeah, I still like this movie. After all this time, I also like I like the characters.
You are cutting out.
Okay. I was going to ask if he was stroking out for everyone else.
Yeah, he just went red line. All right, so 2.9. And I'm going to have to unfortunately go with a 1.4. So that is boom. That would be a 2.4. For Stay Alive's 2006. Still not the lowest score. Still lowest score. Holding out at 1.3, I believe.
I don't think anything is going to shit the bed as much as fucking Cabin Fever 2. No, Cabin Fever 2 is the new champ.
Was that 1.2?
I think.
Because the Rift was 1.3, right? Now I got to remember. Oh.
No, Cabin Fever 2 is 1.1.
1.1?
Yes.
Wow. Ooh, I've never seen that movie. I've never seen that one.
Don't.
It was pretty fucking bad, dude.
The only scene you need to see is the fucking elbow drop. The elbow drop.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes.
I died.
Reminding about that because if it was not for Party Cop and Cousin, that movie would have been. I'm pretty sure if those two were not in this movie, that movie would have been like a 0.5 on our scale.
If even
Easily. Like
Party Cop and his cousin. That whole scene just
Party Cop and Cousin pull out, dude. Thank you for reminding me of that.
How could you forget the elbow drop?
Because the rest of the movie sucks so bad, I almost try to forget it. Like I only remember the explosion of him in the bus at the beginning, and I'm like, cool title card. And then the rest sucked.
It was all downhill from there.
It was so bad. Oh, Uzi fucking dick, bro.
I could have went without that. That, man.
Gross, dude. Oh my god. Alrighty, so that leads 2.4 with this. What are we covering next week, gentlemen?
Stan Helsing.
Yes. Yeah, that's my pick. Comedy pick. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure that shit's still over on Tubi. So everybody can fucking head right over there and watch that shit for $3.99.
Fucking A.
And we lost Bobby, man.
Damn it.
If anybody has not seen it and is going to watch this for the first time, I'm going to give you a little bit of heads up with no spoilers. This is a total scary movie style ripoff. It is hardcore, shitty, cheesy parody.
It's like superhero
but fucking
movie.
Hilarious. And Keenan's in it. And Keenan is like, that's all you need to fucking know, dude. Like,
I have the DVD, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Bobby. That's great, dude. It is one of those movies. It's so stupid. I almost am embarrassed how much I love it. Like, that's kind of how stupid it is. Like, but it's just
I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's super 2009.
Yeah.
All the jokes are super fucking dated, but I feel like that's just, I don't know, man. Heather, you haven't seen it. I hope you enjoy it. I know you enjoyed fucking Santa's Sleigh, and I know I gave you that gem.
Oh, that movie was so fucking great. I love it.
Hoping I could keep with the funny shows. So, but yeah, man. Tubi for Stan Helsing. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, I'm super excited. I'm gonna probably watch that in a couple of times. What do we got after that one? What do we got after that one, Chad Daddy?
After that is Beyond Reanimator, and it is on Tubi, Vudu, and Pluto TV, all for free.
Ooh, I've never seen that one.
I have never seen the third one, but
Neither have I.
But what's his name reprises his role though, right? I can't believe I'm brain farting his fucking name right now.
Yes.
Holy shit, dude. Jeffrey Combs, thank you very much.
All right, so I've never seen Bride of Reanimator.
I mean,
you didn't watch Bride?
No, Bride was good.
Bride was good. We watched that. I wish
Bride was great.
I remember when we reviewed it, we wished the ending was a lot longer because it felt a little shortened. But other than that, or at least that last third act of Bride. But no, it was awesome, dude. All right. Well, I think that about does it.
Yes, because it's time to go to bed.
All right. Bobby is
time for
Bobby.
Yeah, I am hungry.
I am. Well, I'm an hour behind.
That's right. All righty. So, with that being said, I am your Fluff Master Machine. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't even talk. I'm Big Johnny D saying, see you later.
Supreme.
This is your Chat Daddy saying, I'll see you bitches next week.
This is your host with the motherfucking ghost, Scuba Steve, saying, see you later, baby.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amon, saying, kill you fuckers next week.